Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Matters of the Heart and Soul podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Janie Charlot, and welcome to a new episode. We are in season 5, and this is our second episode in season 5. And today I am talking about how to tap into your creativity. Okay. Creativity is the skills and the talents that are naturally yours, that come natural to you. You don't have to put a lot of effort in it. Or if you do put some effort, I mean, it's beautiful. So it is the skills and talents that are naturally yours. Okay. And creativity is important to talk about because, as we know, this podcast is all about refining the soul, tapping into matters of the heart and soul. All right. Becoming the best and highest version of ourselves. So if we are a spark of the creator, the infinite intelligence, the most high divine energy, then we have creativity within us that has to be unveiled or unlocked and brought out into the earth. Okay. And when we actually bring our creativity out, we allow others to experience the divine, the creator, through our creations. So, on this podcast, I want to talk about 5 ways to tap into your creativity. Okay. I coach a lot of people, and some people tell me, I don't feel connected. I feel blocked. I don't get the downloads. My creativity is just non-existent. So I want to talk about how can you tap into your creativity. All right. So 5 ways. Number one is right brain. All right. Creativity is a function of the right brain. Now, it's important to understand both sides of your brain, okay, and to come into wholeness, hemisync, so that you're using all of your brain, all right, and all of your consciousness. But the right brain is about creativity, imagination, intuition, okay? And some people are more right brain and some people are more left brain. The left brain is about logic. So analyzing data, right? That type of thing. We see more of our writers, our painters, our creators, our singers, our artists, right? They are more right brain. Okay. They see the whole picture and they can create things that are not there, right? Because they could tap into their creativity or the imagination. All right. So left brain is more fine detail and analyzing data and graphs and things like that, and it's just a way that the mind can take in information and analyze it. So it's just important to know that right brain has a lot to do with your creativity. So if you want to tap more into your creativity, look at activities and how to tap more into the right brain. All right. So you could probably start writing things. All right. Listening to jazz. Jazz actually kind of hemisyncs both sides of the brain, right? Music, a good music, the right music will also help you tap into the right side of the brain as well. Sometimes writing journal prompts will help you to tap into your creativity. All right. Allowing yourself to just tap a little bit into your imagination, which brings me to number 2, which is the imagination. All right. The imagination is being able to create images and pictures in your mind. All right. So sometimes, you could watch children, or even when you were a child, and children use their imagination so much. They could literally have a cardboard box and they swear they're on the moon in their spaceship in their cardboard box. All right. You could have little girls, they have a whole tea party. They have their tea, they have their outfit, and they're sipping on their tea, and there's no tea in their cup, but their imagination allows them to sip on that tea. Okay. So I think sometimes as adults, we lose our imagination as we get older. And it's so important to remember to come back into that imagination. And sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, wow, there's a vivid imagination. And when you have a vivid imagination, you could close your eyes and you could see those pictures and those images very, very vividly. So that's a vivid imagination. It's also, imagination is also a part of meditation. All right. It is closing your eyes and seeing a picture or seeing a story play out or seeing how your day wants to go. I do it often. Sometimes in the morning, I'll still have my eyes closed and I'm seeing me get up. I'm seeing me get in the car. I'm seeing no traffic on the way to work. I'm seeing me getting to work on time. I'm seeing my day go and flow very easy. And I'm seeing me come home. So you could see though that in your imagination, all right, in your mind's eye. It's so important to use that. Imagination also, it allows us to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, for example, if you're out in nature and you pick up a leaf, and the leaf is just a leaf, right? But your imagination can allow you to transform that leaf into something extraordinary. You could, describe the leaf according to how many veins. You could look at the color. The color is yellow, brown, green because it's a fall day. You could, crinkle the leaf by your ear. What does it sound like? It sounds like paper crinkling. What does it feel like in my hand? Okay, does it feel like paper? Right? Does it just crinkle? Is it strong? Is it a hard leaf? That kind of thing. What does it smell like? Does it smell like fresh grass, or does it smell like forest, or what does it smell like? So it's using all of those senses to form our imagination. Okay, so tapping into that imagination is so important to tap into creativity. It's really, really important. All right. The third thing is divergent thinking. Divergent means going in more than one direction. Divergent thinking. So, and this is having more than one solution to a problem. Divergent thinking is saying that there's more than one way to solve the problem, to skin a cat, more than one way to get to point C. All right. So it's thinking that, okay, we don't have to do things one way, the way we were taught or the way somebody told us. We could actually come up with a different solution that would still get us the results we want. Okay, divergent thinking. So also writing and journal prompting helps you to divergent think. So a journal prompt example would be, today is going to be a great day because. All right, how I answer that journal prompt will be different from the way you may answer it, right? That's divergent thinking. More than one way that the day is going to be good because, okay? Divergent thinking, more than one way to come up with a solution, okay? I'll use highways, for example, all right? If I want to get to downtown Atlanta, I could take, 20 to get to downtown Atlanta. I could take 75, 85, 285, right? These are 4 different solutions to get to the results that I want to. I want to get to downtown Atlanta. So it's coming up with more than one way to more than one solution to the results that we want to get to. Okay. All right. Number 4 is thinking outside the box. This is one of my favorites to tap into creativity, because sometimes we feel like we have to do things because this is how we were taught. This is how everybody else does it. This is, what is deemed as necessarily or politically correct to do it that way. But that don't always mean that we have to follow that. Thinking outside the box. All right. And when the pandemic hit in 2020, people started thinking outside the box. People got really creative to meet the needs, right? So if they had to go to school, they got really creative. People started going to school online, all right? In the medical field, I know telehealth went through the roof, right? That was, thinking outside the box. Okay. People became very creative, Uber Eats, people got their food delivered, right? These rental car companies came up, like Uber or Hire Car, right? We thinking outside the box, meaning we don't always have to go to this one company to rent a car. We could rent our own car through hire car. So thinking outside the box allows you to really get those creative juices flowing. Okay. Also just realizing that sometimes what something is made for, we don't always have to use it for that. And one example that's just coming down right now is a sock. We use the sock for our feet to keep our feet warm, but also because it's 100% cotton, you could use it to dust your furniture. Some people use cotton t-shirts, just different things to dust their furniture. The sock is used for the foot, but you could also use it to dust your furniture, right? So thinking outside the box, repurposing some of the resources that you currently have will allow you to be creative, okay? Avoid routines and repetitive task is the fifth and final one. That is so important. When you are in a state of repetition, you actually block your creativity. It actually shuts down. So if you're one of these people that, you wake up, you kind of eat the same thing for breakfast, you take the same route for work, you do the same work every day, there's really no big changes in your work or anything like that. You literally do the same thing every day for work. You eat lunch at the same time, you eat the same food every day, then you take the same ride home, you watch the same afternoon programs on TV, you go to bed at the same time, you have really shut off your creativity. You have become almost like a robot, okay? And robots, as we know, are programmed to just do tasks, very robotic, right? There's no creativity to it. There's no thought, there's no thinking, there's no outside the box to it, very robotic. So avoid those repetitive tasks is definitely going to steal your creativity. All right. So that's all I have. I really wanted to talk about creativity and tapping into our creativity because as we are sparks of the creator, creativity is what is given to us. Okay. One thing I know for sure is that the divine gives us everything, right? We just have to use what we're given and become creative to figure out what it is that we want to put in the earth. All right. So, for example, the divine gives us tons of trees, right? The trees, we could make paper. The paper, we can make our writing and turn that into books. All right. But the divine don't give us the book. We create the book. But the divine has given us all the paper, all the trees to create that. Right. So we have to learn how to tap in within us our natural skills and talents that come so natural to us. They were already given to us, and bring that out and create something in the earth. All right. Because the ultimate purpose is so that all of us can experience the divine through your creations. All right. So that's all. My name is Janie Charlot. This has been another episode of Matters of the Heart and Soul podcast. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for continually growing with us over 5 seasons. We appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you guys at the next episode. Take care.